Let's go into the next
Where would you like to
dimension then. Or well, still into Blood Patch, but into another area. Sterile Atrium. I guess.
You don't even think that you can oppose the Lost without suffering the consequences. Either you obey the Lost or you die. Are you prepared?
Don't make me laugh! Red Magnus challenges you lost jabronis to a fight! Just bring it!
That guy.
My, so my bad feelings proved to be true. Yes, Sir Killia, that monkey is indeed Red Magnus. As always, he is nothing but a musclehead. I bet his brain is made of stone golems.
I'll give you one last chance. Obey or die.
Shut your mouth! If you're not gonna come to Red Magnus, then Red Magnus will super go to you! You jabronis are pathetic! Your lost superiors would be shocked if they found out! You couldn't possibly be Red Magnus's real opponent! Now hurry up and fetch your bastard of a boss, Void Dark!
He's like a vicious dog.
Ha! This guy's full of fighting spirit! You must be Void Dark. Or not. Which means the Demon General of the Lost is finally making his entrance.
This monkey, does he truly not recognize me?
The Overlord of Scorching Flame, Red Magnus. Looks pretty tough.
Eating again?
It's endangered pork ramen, made with megaton pork and a broth made of chimera beef and Great King whalebone.
Wow.
You've got guts, eating a meal right before going one-on-one with the Supreme One! If you're hungry, then the Overlord of Scorching Flame, Red Magnus, will super feed you the highest quality fire! Such fighting spirit! You're no ordinary demon. Are you the Lost's Demon General? Have you come to take the head of the Supreme One?
No. My business is with Void Dark.
Did you pick a fight with that piece of monkey crap or something? Is that so? Red Magnus never imagined someone else besides the Supreme One would ever do that. That makes us allies, is what I'd like to say. But when men face each other on the battlefield, they can't stop the fight.
No, I don't mind stopping.
Whoa, are you serious? Red Magnus would be super happy to fight with a strong guy like you!
I see. You've got good taste.
So you agree? Red Magnus is super excited! So...
What the?
This
Wow.
is my overload skill, Super Olympia! It's a super ability that doubles my size and power and overwhelms all my enemies! Just so
What?
you know, when the time limit runs out, Red Magnus will return to normal size and will be a little sore.
So many supers. Kelia, what's that gigantic thing, dude? Plus, Overlord Red Magnus is sparking with energy, dude. This Brenny works for me, but doesn't even know what Overlords and Revenge Mode are. I saw Madame Serafina and Overlord Logan using them, but I'm still not quite sure what they are, dude. Alright, then let me explain them to you. Tutorial, Revenge Mode and Overloads. First, the condition where it looks like Red Magnus is bursting with electricity. That's Revenge Mode. To get to this condition, you have to fill up your Revenge Gauge. Revenge Gauge? You can check the Revenge Gauge by looking at the far left part of the character's stats. This gauge symbolizes the character's rage and desire for vengeance. You're talking about this, dude? How can I raise my rage and desire for vengeance? There are several ways to fill up the Revenge Gauge. Number 1. You or your allies take damage. Number 2. Your allies are defeated. Number 3. You defeat an enemy that is in Revenge Mode. So, having enemies in Revenge Mode is a good chance for us to fill up our Revenge Gauge. And then the Revenge Mode, dude. Now you're catching on, that's right. So, when you're in Revenge Mode, you get the following benefits. Number 1. Your critical rate becomes 100%. Number 2. The SP cost for all skills becomes 1. Number 3. Reduce damage taken by 25%. Wow, you can attack all you want, dude. But if the enemy can benefit from this too, shouldn't we be careful so that they won't enter Revenge Mode, dude? Not necessarily. As I mentioned before, if you defeat an enemy in Revenge Mode, your Revenge Gauge will increase. Also, if you defeat an enemy in Revenge Mode, you can get a Power Fragment. They are items that increase the stats of whoever uses it. They make defeating enemies in Revenge Mode worth the effort. The enemy's rage is dangerous, but it's also a good opportunity, dude. And during Revenge Mode, Overlords will be able to use a secret skill, their Overload. Of course, I, Overlord of Gorgeous, can use one too. The effect of the Overload depends on the individual Overlord. Red Magnus's Overload seems to turn him into a giant. It's called Super Olympia. His disgusting muscles multiply into a nightmare. By the way, my Overlord load is Balor Gaze. Kelia, do you have an Overlord, dude? Unfortunately, I'm not an Overlord. I don't have any skills that I could call an Overlord. I can't help but believe you have the power of an Overlord. Anyway, Revenge Mode and Overloads are trump cards that can turn the tide of battle. If your Revenge Mode activates, don't waste the opportunity. We got sidetracked, let's get back to the battle. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go!
Where should I go?
All men are my servants. I will.
Let's take you out with that massive bow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you attack? Yes, you can. I guess it would have been better to use Serafina, to throw Serafina there, because her attack is fairly low. So, oh well,
ready.
Let's bring the healer out as well, just in case. I think that just about covers it. You are attacking, right? Yes. Zero damage, wow. You're good.
Here I go.
Wow. 19 damage.
Here I go.
All men are my servants.
Get there. Can you... Special, can you heal someone? Out of range. Move. Actually, can bring you back a bit. Is that enough? No. Can just move a little closer. That gets healed. You go there and attack this guy. You go here. Attack. And you can also attack. Oops.
For my master!
Let me thank you.
32 damage. Serafina leveled up level 4. And Kilia got a mastery. Oops. I guess a temple mastery.
Here I go!
Do you have the range? You do, just about. Ah, I keep doing that. 0 damage critical, what?
Orking it up.
Master!
More of those guys. Can I... Now that guy has defense down, so maybe you can attack. Yay, 4 critical, 4 damage. Whoa. Well, that happened.
Orking it up.
36. Nice hit. Will you do enough damage to finish him off? Let's see, attack 33 now. Before it was 27. This guy has 30 health. I don't think that's enough to finish off, but this might work. So let's go with you here. And triple strike this guy. You can rapid arrow this guy just in case he doesn't die. And you move a little closer so you are in a position to heal. Just in case we need that. Skill up. Whoa. Skill up. But I didn't mean to attack you, sorry. Well, that's my healer gone. 72. Can I move just here? And then use the special? Why is it obstructed? I don't understand. Oh well, never mind. Let's just do a regular attack then. An intellectual skill that takes ricochets into account. I think you won. What do they do? Can I get more info out of them? No. Let's execute this. Mastery up, yay!
I'm sorry.
Wow, unfortunate medal.
All men are my servants.
You're good. Just as Red Magnus expected. But don't think you've tasted Red Magnus's full power! The real fun super starts now!
Stop right there. No matter how hard a muscle-brained monkey tries, they would never be able to defeat my Sir Killia.
What did you say you been? Huh? Wait, you're...
Did you just notice? Yes, I am the Rafflesia that blooms on the battlefield, the Overlord of Gorgeous, Sarah.
Yeah! You're the shrew princess of Gorgeous!
I am certainly not a shrew princess. I am now the Overlord of Gorgeous. Address me as Madam Overlord Seraphina.
Yeah, that's right. Sarah something. I just super remembered right now.
Super.
So, what are you doing here?
That is my question for you. What is the Overlord of Scorching Flame doing here? And why are you fighting alone?
Well, you know, the Supreme One just needed to release some stress, so he was having some fun with the Lost. What's with that look? Got something you want to say?
Your fighting style. It looks like you're exerting your inner rage.
Inner rage? Stop talking super nonsense!
Super.
Fine. I guess I was mistaken. Sorry about that.
What in the red hell? You're a demon, but you're apologizing? Weird. Well, as long as you understand, it's fine. So, that's the gist of it. Let's get going!
Huh? What do you mean, let's?
Aren't you guys picking a fight with Void Dark too? Red Magnus certainly is! So, let's go together and have super fun!
I welcome any man who will be an asset in battle, but I refuse tactless monkeys. Now, go back to your mountain. Shoo! Shoo!
What? Who cares? It's not like it's gonna cost you anything. Red Magnus says let's go together!
Do whatever you please.
Wait! Sir Killia, I just said that I'm opposed to that idea!
Alright, then it's settled! Now, let's turn it up! You're in the presence of Red Magnus! Soon, I'll beat down Void Dark and become the strongest Overlord! Nice to super meet ya!
My god. The game is super ally.
Those two have some nerve ignoring my opinion. Well, it's fine. It's only until Void Dark is murdered, so I suppose I'll forgive them. Those two will simply end up working for me.
That Killia person. What is with his ridiculous magic potential? He could be very dangerous, which could make him very useful.
According to historians, Void Dark had taken over or destroyed over 30% of the entire Netherworlds. If Furious God, Anguish Illusion, Miserable Corpse, or any of the other Netherworlds that were hanging on by a thread had fallen, over half of the entire Netherworlds would have been under his control. On the other hand, Roaring Rampant, Brutal Beast, Dragonfang, and the other giant Netherworlds hadn't yet fallen. Those who were expecting the giant Netherworlds to offer resistance against the Demon Emperor finally saw a ray of hope.
Episode 1 Prelude to Vengeance End.
I'm Seraphina. I'm a temptress who wallows in riches and fame throughout the entire universe. All men in this universe belong to me. Now, kneel before me.
Ah, my lovely Seraphina. I will not allow anyone else to have you. Please marry me.
What?
Who's that?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on for 1 minute! Sarah is mine! Red Magnus won't let anyone else super have her! Who's that?
Next time on Seraphina's Story, Episode 2, Because of Love. Tonight, you will be falling in love.
Do you need your heads examined?
The first alliance. Yeah. Sure.